Number 1, not farming echoes. So not only can you morph into echoes and also make your gameplay a lot more fun with different combinations and stuff like that, echoes provide a Sonata effect, which makes your characters a lot more stronger and give them different buffs and abilities to make them do more damage. On top of the damage aspects, Sonata effects can also provide different skills and also healing bonuses depending on what you select. For example, on this echo, you transform into a Rocksteady Guardian and enter a defensive state, and then you counterattack when attacked by a special skill, and then you break the enemy special skill and cause spectral damage based on the character's maximum HP. So if I was going to use this Rocksteady Guardian echo, I would use this on my protagonist character Rover, so that way she could deal extra spectral damage bonus. And that's not all. In your data bank, you really need to be worrying about your echo collection progress. This progress is reflected on your terminal level and also provides you with data bank experience. You unlock a new echo, you gain more data bank XP. Why is this important? Well, let me explain it to you. Collecting echoes will increase your stamina for when you are engaging in battle. Also, as well as that, it will also help you with how frequently you can dash. This will also increase your echo drop rate for less farming issues and increase the rarity it could be absorbed in. And worst of all, you don't want to be caught with a low cost limit, because then you can't stack echoes onto characters, making them unable to get stronger. And as a bonus, you get various rewards, even asteroids, so that way you can get more gacha pulls. Now, alongside with the importance of exploring the map and unlocking waypoints, take it from first-hand experience from a closed beta 2 tester. As somebody who's been playing the game for countless hours now, I will tell you, this game will get seriously hard real quick. You will get slapped with reality so quick. When you thought you were strong, you will start getting one tap by these bosses if you do not focus on this. Coming in at number 2, we have not grabbing materials in the open world. When you decide to just run around and only punch and kick things, you are actually missing out on a lot of stuff that could be grabbed. These materials like ores, flowers, plants, these are all materials that you could be grabbing that are very useful to you that you are skipping out on. And let me let you in on a little secret. Grabbing these materials in the open world will actually help you get gacha pulls that I will show later on in this video. But for now, let's talk about minerals. When you are skipping out on mining these ores, you are actually skipping out on potential 4-star weapons that you could be crafting. And skipping out on the flowers, plants, and even the herbs, you're missing out on potential healing items and revival items for your characters. And honestly, I've been watching a lot of other gamers or even content creators play Wuthering Waves, and I am nowhere near as skilled as they are at the combat system in this game. Especially those guys who come from Punishing Grey Raven, who have been playing these types of games for a long time. These guys can sight read the enemy's movement, and I am just awed at the fact that they can do that. So whether that's you or not you, you still need to grab all these materials, because at number 3, you need to really take advantage of the synthesizer and the shops in the main city. So if you made that mistake and skipped over those herbs and plants and flowers like I told you not to, you can't make any potions or any revival items for your characters. So for this alchemy example, I'm going to be synthesizing a mass-produced energy drink. And there we go. Now I got a healing item for my next time in battle. These items also have rarities to them, which means upon usage on the item will give you more HP based on which rarity you use. So it also might be worth to grind more materials so that we can get the higher rarity items. So now, do you remember that secret I was talking about in the last tip? If you take a look at the bottom of my screen, the research experience is 100 out of 100. With that research experience, I can now upgrade my synthesized level and become a novice pharmacist, handing me various rewards such as asteroid that I can use for gacha pulls later. And that's not all. With those materials that you grinded for in the open world, you could also purify Ascension character and Ascension weapon materials. With that said, Uncle Wei at the weapon franchise will sell you Ascension materials for your characters and your weapons as well. Farming animals will allow you to cook recipes to help you gain small buffs for those bosses that you were having trouble beating. And like before, the more proficient you get at cooking dishes, the higher your chef level becomes and the better level up rewards you get, such as ingredients to make better dishes. Also, make sure you choose the right character to cook that dish, because they can provide you with a specialty dish leading to better enhancements on the battlefield. Also, if you're missing those ingredients to create that special dish that you're looking for that next battle, Mahi's grocery store will provide you with those ingredients. And if you're missing out on plants, herbs, or flowers to make those healing items, Coco's pharmacy store got you covered. And finally, after that full day of grinding, don't forget to hit Ganshu's gift shop. She's gonna provide you with the rewards for all. The gift shop has special rewards that can only be obtained through wood grain fragments. This gift shop is insane as it provides you with 5 standard pulls, premium tuners for Echo Ascensions, Weapon XP, Resonator XP, and even Echo XP. On top of that, it even provides food recipes. While adventuring in the open world of Wuthering Waves, you will come across a Sonen's casket. These Sonen's caskets will be spread out through the open world of Wuthering Waves. Delivering these to the antique guy will provide you with various rewards such as standard pulls, ashtray, and even rover wave bands. Now I know the shops are cool and all, but the reason why you shouldn't make the mistake on not grabbing materials in the open world is because using all that currency is really bad. So what this means is everything in this game requires shell credit. You could have the resources, but if you don't have the shell credit, you're pretty much screwed. You need this for EXP on weapons, EXP on resonators, and EXP on echoes. With that said, you still shouldn't be hasty on your materials either, because you're going to need them later on in the game for when you want to rank your characters up to beat certain hard bosses. So what I would do is I would choose one character to level up with one weapon, and then when you get that 5-star from the novice banner, you level up that character as well. I would also not make this mistake and level up low level echoes because it's really not worth it. Number 5 is very important as it's the whole concept of the game. Practice the combat system in Wuthering Waves. If you're thinking you could go into Wuthering Waves with the idea of overpowering everything, you're pretty much dead wrong. The combat is everything in this game. You need to know when to maneuver, when to evade, when to parry, when to attack, when to synergize with your team, use resonator skills, use ultimates. There is so much that goes into it that if you don't practice these skills, you will get one-tapped by some of these bosses. Just take a look at this spareback king that I'm fighting. If this dude touches me once, I am toast. Now you can listen to me have a close heart attack while fighting this spareback king. 1, 2, 3, yep, 4, 1 more, come on. I can't see! Oh! Let's go! I know him! Let's go! Also, another quick tip, you want to play as zoomed out as possible. Coming in at number 6, something you should do every day is use your wave plate. Me personally, if you're not doing this is like a crime. Quick side note, there is no use in worrying about how much wave plate you have because it recharges over time. So when you're done playing and when you log out and then you log in the next day, your wave plate should be refreshed. You can use your wave plate in one of 2 ways. The way that I like to use my wave plate is fighting the bosses and getting the resources from the boss. Mainly because I like fighting the bosses, and for me, it's really thrilling when you get to 1v1 a boss with only one character. I'd also like to note that each boss has a first time completion bonus. And on top of that, these bosses are scattered around the map as well. The second way you use your wave plate is through simulation training. The only reason why I would personally grind simulation training is to get resonator XP materials, weapon XP materials, or even echo XP materials. You can also use simulation training if you're trying to test out new keybinds, or if you're a beginner and you're trying to actually get a feel for the game, this is a good way to do it. Coming in at number 7, you want to interact with everyone and everything. There are a bunch of hidden secrets in the open world of Wuthering Waves. As well as that, there's a lot of NPCs that will offer you side missions. These side missions are usually quick and easy to complete so that we can get extra various rewards such as weapon XP, character XP, and echo XP. The side missions also really come in handy when you need that extra ashtray to get those gacha pulls. The side missions are really cool because if you're in a certain part of the map, maybe to farm echoes or grind materials, the side mission could perhaps be there and you could get some extra XP and some ashtray while you're there. Another great reason to use side missions and interact with everything is if you burnt all your level up XP and all your currency. Interacting with chests gives you ashtray, union XP, currency, weapons, and even wood grain fragments that you can use at the gift shop. And for my 8th and final tip, under the item exchange in the shop, do not use the afterglow curl. And what I mean by don't use it is don't use it for gacha pulls. And what I mean by that is gacha pulls are strictly luck based, and there's actually something in the shop that is not luck based, and that's wave bands. Wave bands are duplicates of your character that make them twice as strong and give them certain abilities that you cannot obtain unless you get these duplicates. And now this may change, but as of currently, if you have a limited banner character pull, you can actually buy duplicates of that character with the afterglow curl. So this is a very important thing because if you gamble your luck, you could have used that stuff to actually get a duplicate of a character you already have, making them more strong instead of just gambling for a character you don't have. It comes down to a would you rather. Would you rather risk the limited banner pull or make a 5-star that you already have twice as strong? Me personally, I'm saving the afterglow curl and making one of my current 5-stars stronger than they already are. The reason why I would personally do this is because rather than having a character that you can't use in the late game, you have a stronger character that you decide to enhance earlier on. On that note, if you want, this is optional, but for me personally, I might just wait until I have 80 standard pulls so I can guarantee a 5-star and see if I have enough afterglow curl to duplicate that 5-star, rather than just pulling when I get a standard pull, because I already got a 5-star from the novice banner, and as well as that, all the 4-star characters in the game can do damage just as well as a 5-star can. Practicing combat can make a 4-star 4-star just as good as a 5-star. On top of that, Rover is a 5-star and she's not even a bad one at that. I think personally this is one of the only gacha games where I feel like the main character actually has a lot of use. Well, thank you guys for watching the video. My name is wtfmikxy and those are my 8 biggest mistakes I made while playing Wuthering Waves. And if you enjoyed the video or learned something useful, please like and subscribe down below and also comment your thoughts. You can also join the community Discord in the description below. Peace!